Welcome, everyone, to another deep and captivating journey through the lives of two extraordinary women. If you're passionate about real stories of fame, transformation, and personal growth, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Today, we take a closer look at two modern icons whose names have become synonymous with confidence, allure, and resilience: the stunning Riley Reid and the powerful Abella Danger. Their lives are more than a highlight reel of fame. They are intricate, bold narratives that continue to inspire and challenge expectations. Let's begin with the magnetic presence of the woman on the left, Riley Reid. Born on July 9, 1991, in Florida, United States, Riley came into the world already carrying a rich blend of cultural identities. With Irish, Puerto Rican, and Dominican roots, she embodied a unique beauty from the very beginning. Her appearance, a perfect fusion of fiery passion and natural elegance, quickly became one of her defining traits, helping her stand out in a world that constantly craves novelty. But there was something more beneath the surface: a quiet fire, a determination to carve her own path, no matter how unconventional. Riley's foray into the world of modeling began in 2010. Just 19 years old, she entered the industry with little more than ambition and a dream. Yet from the moment she stepped in front of the camera, it was clear that she was something different. Her expressions, her energy, her ability to create emotional depth in her performances, these set her apart from the very beginning. It wasn't long before she began rising through the ranks, quickly becoming a well-known figure not just for her physical appeal, but for the way she completely embodied confidence and self-expression. Over the years, Riley built an empire of admiration. Her name became more than just a label, it became a symbol of empowerment and individuality. She won awards, captivated millions, and left a permanent mark on her industry. Her success wasn't merely in the recognition, it was in the consistency, the dedication, and the refusal to let the world define her worth. She was fearless in a realm that often demands conformity, and it was that bravery that led many to consider her the best in her field's history. Her image, sensual yet commanding, mysterious yet open, transcended borders and stereotypes. Riley became a global icon, a woman who could walk into any room and silence it with just a glance. But as with any true icon, her story doesn't end with fame. After more than a decade of building one of the most prolific careers imaginable, Riley stepped away from the spotlight in 2023. Yet her departure wasn't a retreat, it was a transformation. She embraced a new chapter with grace, committing herself to personal growth and a more grounded, intentional life. She married, choosing a partner who reflected her maturity and values, and began focusing on long-term ventures that extended beyond the world that first made her famous. Now, Riley is a digital entrepreneur and influencer, leveraging her experience and her massive audience to build a brand that's all her own. Through exclusive content platforms and collaborations with prominent companies, she has proven that she's not just a star of the past, but a visionary of the present. She continues to inspire younger generations, not by chasing fame, but by redefining what success looks like. It's in her strength to step away, her courage to evolve, and her determination to leave something behind that matters. As we shift our attention to the right, another powerhouse steps into the light: Abella Danger. Born on November 19, 1995, in the culturally rich city of Miami, Florida, Abella entered the world with a spirit of artistry and discipline. From a very young age, she trained in classical ballet, a demanding art form that required both physical endurance and emotional depth. This early immersion in performance gave her the tools she would later use in ways few could imagine. Ballet taught her not only how to move, but how to feel, how to express, and how to own a stage. In 2013, at just 18 years old, Abella took her first steps into a new kind of spotlight. While others her age were still figuring out their paths, she was forging hers with fire. Her beginnings were humble, but it didn't take long for the world to take notice. Abella had something raw and electric, a presence that demanded attention. Her smile, her eyes, her confidence, all spoke of a woman who knew exactly who she was, and who was unafraid of judgment. That fearlessness would become the backbone of her entire career. Within a few short years, Abella Danger rose to the highest levels of popularity in her industry. Her name became known across continents. Her work was praised not just for its sensuality, but for the emotion and authenticity she brought to every project. She stood out in a world that is often superficial by being deeply real. She wasn't trying to be perfect, she was simply being herself. And that was more powerful than anything else. Her fan base exploded, growing into the millions, with people from all walks of life drawn to her honesty, her humor, and her passion. But Abella's talents didn't end where her industry began. She crossed into mainstream culture, appearing in music videos like Shake It by Bella Thorne, and earning praise for her artistic flair and performance skills. She proved she could move seamlessly between genres, that her charisma wasn't confined to any one role. She brought color, energy, and fire wherever she went. On social media, she became a phenomenon, using her platforms not only to entertain but to inspire. She spoke openly, laughed loudly, and lived boldly, and that bravery resonated. Now, Abella Danger is more than a performer, she is a brand, a personality, and a creative force. She continues to evolve, taking on new challenges, building new projects, and reaching wider audiences. Whether she's collaborating with fashion designers, speaking to young women about confidence, or simply sharing moments of her life, Abella remains a beacon of strength and independence. Her legacy is not only built on her success, but on her constant reinvention, her refusal to be boxed in, and her commitment to living life on her own terms. Together, Riley Reid and Abella Danger represent two sides of the same powerful coin, women who dared to dream big, to challenge the norm, and to build empires not through conformity, but through courage. Their stories remind us that beauty is complex, that fame is just the beginning, and that the real measure of success is in what we leave behind. Their lives, filled with risk, reinvention, and raw truth, speak to something much deeper than appearances. They speak to the soul of ambition, and the power of authenticity. Thank you for joining us on this emotional, insightful journey through the lives of two extraordinary women. If their stories touched you, inspired you, or made you see things in a new light, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this clip, subscribe to our channel for more intimate profiles and inspiring stories, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. There's so much more to discover, and we're just getting started. Until next time, stay inspired, stay curious, and never stop exploring the true essence of greatness.